Alright guys, this will be part 5. We've got our resin good and mixed. We've got our tools here, and we're ready to get started on this red, white, and blue micarta. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to take and drip some of this onto the paper in the middle, and that way I can kind of make a bed for the first piece to sit on using my little flat putty knife, and that looks about good there. I'm going to set that down, and we'll see how this t-shirt fabric does. Hopefully it'll do good. Lay it down. At this point, I may just use my hand like everyone else, you see everyone else do, but thinking I might be able to get it flatter and better coated with this putty knife. It's not too bad. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to use my hands to pick up some of that. Just get it saturated all the way through. I'm going to do a few layers of this and then cut it, because I mean it's just redundant, just over and over, same thing. And then we'll go to the end where we're moving this over into our jig. So there's one red, coming up with the second red here. This is where I was want to get it right. I think I see why no one wants to use a t-shirt fabric already. It's a little more difficult to work with, as far as the other thing is it absorbs, I think, a lot more than it would if it was just a natural fiber only. So, but I will continue to work with it here and see what kind of outcome we can get. That nice and saturated. Alright. We're going to our paper now. And paper obviously is going to be real easy. So about half of this stack is paper as far as the layers go, not as far as the thickness. I tried to make the thickness as even as I could. Paper goes real quick. Like it. Now remember guys, first time I've done this, you guys may have done this before and you're watching me and you're like, why isn't he doing this, that, or the other? Guys, I don't care. You can put it in the comment. Say, look man, you'd save yourself a lot of trouble if you did this, that, or the other. Like, don't use t-shirt fabric. I think I figured that one out there on the first two pieces though. But yeah, if you got, obviously everyone that hasn't ever done, or that has done this before, has got more experience than I do doing it, but let me know. So I think we're going on number 4 sheet of paper there. Once I get to that blue, we're going to cut it and go ahead and save the rest of this section, this for whenever I'm putting it in the vise and clamping it up. I may be getting it a little too thick. I don't know. Sure is sticky. It also has a slight brown color, which I knew it was going to have a slight brown color, but I'm hoping that it'll turn out good in the end. Make sure I keep this stack as straight as I can while it's down here. It wants to move around a lot. Right. I think we got what? Maybe number 6. Hear those bubbles. Squeeze those bubbles out. Don't want any bubbles in there. So in retro, this is something you probably should definitely use your hands. I seen one guy in another video use a tray. Seemed like it worked all right. When I saw it, I was like, man, that would. I don't know if I want to try that. It kind of gushed the resin. He put the piece in and then kind of used something like this, like a spackling knife or something, to smash the paper down into the resin. So he mixed the resin in a tray, which when I watched it, I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But definitely stayed cleaner than most people I've ever seen doing it, because most people are doing just like what I am. Now we're down to our blue. Oh shoot. My hands are all covered in it. Kind of have to be careful here. Alright. There we go. This fabric definitely soaks it up a lot more than it would if it were cotton or burlap or I'm guessing. I shouldn't say that because I've never done that before. And that is sliding off. Keep that together. Got a little hole there. Uh-oh. Well, oh well. It's close to the end. Maybe it won't interfere. Now you can see my resin is depleted quite a bit. And I've only got, this is only the first of a series of 4 levels of what this piece right here is the end of the first of 4 levels of this pattern. I may end up having to stop and not go as far as I thought I was going to go, or as thick as I was going to go. I think the scales, the scales that I'm wanting to make, they're going to be way oversized at that thickness anyway. So, and I already took some off, but we'll see how it works out. I'm going to dump this resin here. Might be easier just to dump it on there. Let's see. Well, we're going to call that good for now. I'm going to finish this up. I hope it works good, but I'll be bringing it back in to the project whenever I get to the point where I'm getting ready to put it in.